inclusivity, and empowerment. We cannot have a better society if we do not empower people. So always remember to empower your neighbor, to empower your community. Inclusivity creates spaces for everyone to be included.
Better best. Never let it rest till the good is better and the better best. So, in whichever point you find yourself, there is always an extra step that you have to go or have to make. Be it advancing peace, be it advancing knowledge, be it advancing community building, and the aspect of holistic growth and the aspect of, socialism in a way. So,
kindness goes a long way.
Love is the most beautiful thing that we can feel and we can express towards others.
Hi everyone, welcome to today's show. My name is Esther Wanjiro, the founder of the Youth Empowerment and Advocacy Network, and today we are talking about our event, which was harnessing the power of youth and art in the fight against violent extremism. So with me is
Christian Kavua,
Mulekani Whitney,
and I'm Martin Sambia. And today we have two guests, Mulekani Whitney and Christian Kavua, and we are just going to ask them some few questions, maybe to attest for how the event was. So maybe my first question is can you tell us more about Mulekani Whitney first? And how did you know about the event?
Okay, thank you. Mulekani Whitney is a counseling psychologist. Apart from that, I can say an art lover and a cyclist in general. And I knew about the event through online platforms and also through mutual friends. Yeah.
I am Christian Kavua. I'm a programmer. I also love art. I love making art. I love looking at art. I love aesthetically pleasing things in general. I learned about the event through a friend, an organizer, our host, Martin Sambia. Yeah.
Kavua, sorry. Christian. Yeah, so you're an artist, and today's session in the morning was all about preventing violent extremism. Could you maybe share a few experiences from what you learned today?
Today was very informative. I learned a few things. I think mostly I learned that you should be able to define things clearly first before anything else, understanding the meaning of words, also understanding, I think everyone should understand, like when someone is talking to you, telling you something, it's better when you're listening to them to have look at it from an objective perspective, ndo unaweza analyze vizuri.
Yeah, thank you, Kavua, for that. Yeah. So also personally, it was a very, very profound event. I came to understand a lot about violent extremism. There are those things that I used to assume they were not, and from today's event, I've really, really learned a lot. And I came to notice that violent is not always an option. Terror is never always an option, and we do have many options of maybe advocating for our ideology or what we believe in. So maybe today we had an art session also, and it was part of it, and maybe Mulekani Whitney can expound more on that kindly.
Okay, thank you. Apart from whatever we had on the first session, I can say art is everything. Art is part of healing. Art is where we express our feelings indirectly, and art is also a channel of communication. So through painting, through art, we've had various sessions of paintings through our canvases. So we can say that we'd use that to bring peace. We can advocate for people to express their feelings through art instead of harming people directly. Also, art can be a way of bringing in inner peace, a calming sensation between individuals, in a way of, let's say, expressing your anger. You don't have to go and attack the person directly. You can use art, and it's a form of healing. It will bring healing. The art will involve the flow of paint. The flow of paint will affect everything. The choice of colors affects everything, and it demonstrates on how you feel and how you want to be heard. Yeah, that's
Thank you for that.
So Christian, it's Christian, right? Okay, so um, maybe I can just share a few experience, and then I'll just direct the question to you. Today, one of our event sponsor was Yarden. And one of the things that Yarden, Mr. Sam talked about was violent extremism and what brings about violent extremism, the root causes of violent extremism, and he defined some of the terms such as the ideologies, what violent is, extremism is. So, in your own term now, after learning what violence is, what extremism is, and some of these terminologies, what do you think? What do you think is how best can a young person and an artist be able to promote peace in their communities?
A young person as an artist
Yeah.
or through art.
No, not just through art, as an artist.
As an artist, I think one of the ways that we can help prevent violent extremism is identifying people who we might think might be prone to might be prone to getting recruited to act on, like to go on the extreme side. So I think that one of the things that we can do will be having events like this will be really helpful, because it gives people an outlet, and it also gives people an experience where they can come and interact with other people who are like-minded, and some who are not really like-minded, lakini people who you can share ideas with, get different perspectives from them, interact with people, paint, have fun. It shows you the fun side of life, the fun side of being around people, the fun side of humanity, as opposed to just staying at home and ignoring other people and not really interacting. So I think what we can do, like as personally, also you personally, what you can do is interact with people, bring people to events if you have access to such. I just think interacting with people really goes a long way, because many people are really lonely. Many people don't have people to talk to. But if you interact with people generally, I think it's a step further from violent extremism. Like it's a step in the right direction, in short.
Yeah, just to add on what Kavua has said. Yeah, also what I really learned today, it's for when it comes to violent extremism, like it stems from radicalization, and this stems from an idea which we are fed on over time and time and time and time, and it is something that we can not ignore. And I came to notice that all of us, we are prone to be terrorists. It's just fully dependent on how the idea have been fed on us and how we believe in it, and maybe how threatened we feel when we are challenged in that. So that is what I came to learn, and I'm not taking anything on a light note. Even my identity, like what we were motivated to do is to try and question everything, the way try in a healthy way, just for the sake of, out of curiosity, not expecting anything, but just questioning to learn and understanding the baseline of everything. This is the whole point, like, because with an ideology, it is easy for us to pursue something, even to be strategic or to come up with effective ways. And maybe to Molekani Whitney.
Another thing I think will be understanding yourself. Understanding yourself, I think, will go a long way. Kujielewa, how you think, your patterns, the things you're prone to, your weaknesses, your vulnerabilities. It helps because so that when you get approached with some ideas, if you know yourself, you'll know what you don't identify with at all, and you'll know what you identify with. When our host Martin approached me with this idea, of course nilikubali kukuja because it's something that I identify with and I'm happy to do it. Lakini sasa yangekuja na another idea yenye ina lead towards terrorism ama just violent extremism generally, hiyo si kitu ningefuata, because I know myself enough kujua staki hata, because you can see the signs of these things, ndio you can see the signs, because huanza tuna kitu kidogo, a little trauma, and then it grows and it becomes something big, becomes a huge problem. So I think understanding yourself, knowing where your weaknesses lie, where your vulnerabilities are, your strengths too. Si lazima you focus at just on your weaknesses, understanding your strengths, so that so that when you're like understanding yourself, understanding your strength, so that you can help yourself improve and become a better person, so that you're not prone to getting into other people's ideologies, other people's thoughts and all that. So yeah, understanding yourself goes a long way. Analyzing yourself honestly, just honestly analyzing yourself, not being biased about yourself.
Yeah. And just maybe to, like, I have a question for all of us, and I came to notice from our today's experience, we are always advocating for something, that we are always, even no matter how small it is, and it is always stemming from an idea. That is what I came to understand. And we always have ideas, and we normally implement some subconsciously, others consciously. So for me today, if I was just to look into what I'm doing currently, maybe I'm advocating for mental health and personal growth through visual arts and talks, through the arts, and also modern day campfire. Yeah. So that is what I feel like I'm advocating for, and that is a space that, if it is unhealthy, I stand to be challenged. And maybe what are you advocating for, no matter how small, no matter how big? And how are you advocating for it?
Okay. I'll agree with you on that. And I think we play somewhat a similar role. I also advocate for mental health and equality for all. Yeah. And I'm also a pro for visual arts, though not by hand. Yeah. So I'd say that mental health goes a long way in general, and art plays a big role in line with mental health. So as I've said before, like with art, you can do anything. With with art, you can release your feelings. With art, you can bring healing. The flow of paint will subconsciously be controlled by your emotions. The choice of colors that we'll have to make while we are painting or whatever we are feeling in that moment. So as much as we can see art, you won't just take it for granted. The moment you take that brush and you start painting, it goes a long way. Yeah, that's okay.
That is profound. Yes, Kavua.
What am I advocating for and how am I doing it? I'm also advocating for mental health. I think that's a general thing between everyone hapa, si ndio? I'm also advocating for mental health. How I do that is by volunteering at the church, going to events like this, trying to actively trying to find people, not find people. I'm not going around at looking for people who have problems, but if I see someone who has a mental health problem, like if I see the signs, because I've been in that spot, and I think I can spot someone who has mental health issues. So also actively trying to help people who I can identify, whether it's within my family, because that's a small step, lakini it's small to the world, lakini it's big to me, you know. So just helping in any small way that I can, anyone who I find wenye they have an issue kidogo, maybe someone needs someone to talk to, and sometimes you'll be surprised, because sometimes people just need someone to talk to, someone to vent to, have an outlet. You know, not everyone can paint, not everyone can start a podcast, not everyone can start an organization. So some people wanataka to that small aspect of being listened to, someone to just care, not just, just listening to people and trying to understand them, not even trying to understand, just listening to people, and yeah, just be a listening ear to someone. Some people really need that. So yeah.
So how I do advocacy, I do it in many different ways, but I think the main one would be community engagement and specifically with young people. So I work with different groups of young people from students to also just youth groups and as well as young people in the juvenile justice system. So where we just do peace building, mentorship, as well as promote literacy level. So one thing I would say actually on advocacy and actually what happened today, this morning when we had like a small group discussion on the kind of things that the kind of factors that affect us young people. We talked about the economic, social, and also political aspects, and such engaging conversations, learning from other young people's experience and also their thoughts. It's more of thought provoking because it really made me open my eyes to some of the things that I never knew are happening to young people. And by understanding their expression and also joining them in as part of yeah, and also just having an art with them, it's kind of amazing because we end up having fun as well as just talking and just listening to each other and being supportive friends. So yeah, that is it.
And also what she said, iko na pia in relation kidogo time. Oh, also also in relation to what I said. I think talking to people pia helps you like get a broader perspective of life and people's backgrounds and the reasons why people do what they do and how people think. Because if you come from a well-off family and then you talk to some other people who have come from an abusive family, like inakupea different perspective inakupea different perspective, contrary to what you normally, like what you believe in. So hiyo kuongea na watu, socializing, it really 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 broadens your palette and in understanding how people think, why people do the things they do, understanding people's backgrounds and how they affect them. And yeah, ni hivyo tu.
Okay, I think I can also add something just to sum it up. I think what we can all try to be self-aware, because if you know and understand yourself, it's easier for you to know and accommodate the other person, not necessarily understanding them, but accommodating them. Then I think overall, we just be kind to everyone, just be kind to someone next to you, because you don't know whatever they're going through, and you also don't know whatever you'll go through in the near future. Yeah, so kindness.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah. Yeah, so just we have an another host who was just passing by, and I believe there is something you can share with us. You are also in the event, so maybe you can karibu, karibu. Yeah, yeah. He's going to share with us his name, the role he plays in, and like what he's doing currently, what he is passionate about, and maybe his today's experience in today's events. Karibu tena.
So, my name is Jeff Kiplimo, or rather Kiplimo Jeff. In Yin, I do a lot, but majorly in today's, we can say, event, uh, we made sure that everything flowed with a lot of ease. So, uh, at large, in Yin, I am the programs coordinator, as I can say. But also, um, what I can say about today's event, they usually talk about whenever you express yourself in words, um, it's not much in depth. Then when you go to writing, you put feelings to it. And now when we talk about painting, you bring life to it. So whatever emotions that you have, whatever feelings that you have within, whatever whatever goes through your mind, we express them through colors. So we do find a lot of intriguing things from painting. It's amazing. We're having fun, and yes, we let things out through painting. And eventually, people will go with the paintings at home, and we'll see about, you know, they will feel each and every time they look at it, they will understand what went through their mind during that process. So aside from that, I advocate for peace. I love nature. I do youth empowerment. We do youth empowerment. And aside from youth empowerment, peace, I wear the hat of IEP ambassador, and I am an Institute of Economics and Peace ambassador in my region, and we work close with Yin in pursuing peace and ending violent extremism. So yeah, I think that's much of it, and thank you for organizing all of this too. It's pretty amazing.
Thank you for that. Now, as we are wrapping up, I'll just give all of you a challenge because, like, advocacy is a topic that we've been addressing and we will always be addressing, and it is not supposed to be that way. I assume by now people are supposed to, like, the level of awareness inafaa tukuwe tushaanza kulearn. So I'm just going to give you all of you a challenge to maybe share with us a phrase that if maybe you are given an opportunity to create a law that will make life a bit simple, a bit normal from all these fights or these struggles or this everything. So what will that law be? Where will we start from? Who is ready?
Okay, I think I'll just use whatever I said previously. Okay, the phrase is kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a long way.
And I think for me, I'll take the single mantra that I've been using for quite a while, and try to remember this: good, better, best. Never let it rest till the good is better and the better best. So, in whichever point you find yourself, there is always an extra step that you have to go or have to make. Be it advancing peace, be it advancing knowledge, be it advancing community building, and the aspect of holistic growth and the aspect of, socialism in a way. So, yes, remember that good, better, best. Never let it rest till the good is better and the better best. Thank you.
I think mine will just be one word: love. Love goes a long way, just like kindness. And good, better, best.
Never let it rest
Never let it rest
till the good is better
till the good is better
and the better
and the
best.
better best. Okay, yeah. But mine will be love. I think love is the most beautiful thing that we can feel and we can express towards others. So love nature, not infatuation, not obsession, just genuine love. Love nature, love animals, love people, love painting, just love. Overflow with love, give love, give love, give love, and you'll be at a better place. Yeah, receive love, usijifungie. Receive love, open yourself up, receive love, lakini just love generally. Yeah.
I don't have a phrase, maybe two words: inclusivity and empowerment. We cannot have a better society if we do not empower people. So always remember to empower your neighbor, to empower your community. Inclusivity creates spaces for everyone to be included. As today, we did just that, and just as part of other events that we'll be doing, our aim is to create spaces for every person to feel like they are represented and they are able to also express themselves. So maybe somebody you can share with us your phrase.
Yeah, mine will just be the inward success is way, way, way more important than the outward success. At the moment, we just focus on how to fulfill ourselves, how to be happy in a way that it's not in the detriment of others. Trust me, all will be well because all this aspect of material is what which is bringing this all these problems. Yeah. So it is a wrap for now. See you maybe on the next video. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.